Are we finally live? Are things actually doing what they're supposed to? Oh, jeez. Okie dokes, just doing a refresh. Hey, it says we're live. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, then we're gonna click the fancy thing that's on this, I think. All right. Thankfully, none of you are here yet. Okay. Go to YouTube live chat dashboard. Yes, this is good. Yes, it is connecting, and we are watching. Good. Okay. Because this allows me to share to all of you who are not watching, because I am slow. And then I gotta go bug other people on other places about other things. Mainly, and let's see, there's a couple other people that I should add to this, but there's only one person I need to actually, I'm missing a mod. A mod needs to be added. There we go. Where are you? There you are. And then just need to check to make sure that all the people got this. All right. All the people got this. And then special drop. Okie dokes. All the people. Now I just need to like mute. Ooh, that's the wrong one. It's on this one. I need to mute. Account. Is streamer mode still enabled? Is it still enabled? It's still enabled. This is good. Okay, dokes. I don't need to check how things are going. Yes, okay, hi, sorry, took me a bit, had to go and grab people. Yes, I'm live, I'm back, I'm not dead. I survived. Sorry for it being 2 weeks, things got crazy. But before we begin, because I am gonna be trying to cut these into videos, I kinda need to do an intro. I just kind of jump in. So, well, to all my friends and enemies, hello, welcome back. We're going to be playing more Cyberpunk 2077, this time hopefully with the copyright music completely off. So I'm not just demonetizing myself, but we'll be playing that. But as usual, there is any video that I make is going to be off the streams is going to be a cut video. It's going to be missing the talking parts at the start. That's just how I'm doing things. So if you want to go and drop by for the live recording of me being a dork on stream, Mondays, drop by. I try to keep a constant schedule. I kind of mess up sometimes, and then life gets in the way, and things happen. Or things do happen. And yeah. So I'm back. I'm here. Things got a little crazy for me. I have discovered that I am really good at putting things off and then not really addressing them and not doing things. And that's largely a habit from when basically a lot didn't matter to me and now a lot does. And so now they're just bad habits. And so I've had a bit of a realization that there are things that I should be doing. There are people that I should be keeping in contact with. And that goes with just all my friends in general. I am very bad at keeping contact with all of you. I'm kind of, I get distracted really easily, or I just forget to say hello. And this has been a growing problem with me for a very, very long time. And this has been an issue with my personal life. This has been an issue with my own partner. This has been just a long, ongoing issue. Any of my friends can tell you that I am very bad at keeping contact, and I am very bad at keeping up. And so a lot of that is because, like, I didn't really expect to get this far, and I am this far. And it's been wild that I've survived this long, in a lot of senses, because for the first 24 years of my life, things were not great. Things kind of started getting better at around the 24-year mark. And then I came out, and now I have things that I'm interested in, things that I want to do. There's actually a lot that I want to do, and we're actually going to get into a bit of that. It's been more of a recent thing because of me just, in my personal life, needing to just make general life changes and sort of move in different directions, that I'm actually, like, really kind of beginning to get interested again in, like, the old goals I used to have. And I say old because, like, I've had this goal of making a video game for ever since I was, like, 18. And it's been almost a decade, and I have done nothing with it. It's been close to a decade, and I have done absolutely nothing in the attempts to actually get there. And I'm now being presented with these amazing opportunities that are landing in the world around me. And all I really have to show for anything that I've tried to do, like, I went out of my way, out of high school, to, like, get a programming degree, to learn programming with the express interest of making a video game. And I just never did that. I never went that far. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that I didn't expect to make it that far. That there was a clear sort of path forward up to a certain point, and then once that I kind of hit that point, I didn't really know what to do. And so I just kind of did anything to keep going, but it wasn't really enough to get behind the projects that I wanted to get behind. And so now I'm being presented with opportunities with employment, with just life changes that allow me to kind of take a look at all of those and go, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time that I actually took these things seriously. It specifically took my life seriously, because largely I kind of got used to just existing but not living. And that's what this entire last 2 weeks has sort of slowly been figuring out, is I can't keep doing the things that I've done before. I've got people in my life that I care about that need my attention, and I've got things that I want to do with my life that I need to pay attention to, and one of them has always been streaming, so I'm never going to stop this. But, like, even video production and creation, it's always been something I've been interested in doing, because I've always been told that I should do my own podcast, that I talk about interesting things, or that I have a passion for doing stuff. And so I've listened to that and I've considered that, and that's kind of what started making me go down that road. But at the same time, like, I've always enjoyed gaming, but I've also enjoyed sort of the technical aspect of like what it takes to make a game. It's not about like the graphical design and the graphics and any of that. To me, that's tertiary. Like a really good game visually is great. It definitely sells, but it's the mechanics that matter. And I remember doing this in like grade 10 where I would, or even grade 9, where I would just design video games. I'd take a look at concepts and what we had in the current market and what control schemes we were using and, you know, how we played games, and asking ourselves, is there any way we can, like, or asking myself really, and my other friends, if there was any way that we could go bigger. And I just never did anything with it. Like, I still have those designs. I still have a little green book that contains all of these, that contains a basic readout of what basic controls people are familiar with versus, you know, concepts that they're familiar with versus how we can change how they interact with a video game. How dialogue could be better used. How simple mechanics like jumping and swimming could be better used in a lot of video games that where they have this, but they don't take it far enough. They use it as a means to traverse something, but not with the means to explore. And so I've always kind of wanted to push that, to make something that does things a bit differently, to take a concept and see how far it can go and just innovate on what's already there. Like, just take things a step further. I've always wanted to do that. And it's been nearly a decade and I've done nothing. And a lot of what I was thinking back when I was like in grade 9 are stuff that we're seeing only coming to sort of games now. And so the question is like, okay, if I can think years ahead of the curve, and I've been doing that for years, you know, what about actually just applying that? And so excitingly in this, you know, last couple weeks, I've dusted off old skills and begun, you know, using them. And I'm not at any means close to like making a video game at all, but like it's going to take definitely longer than like a couple weeks. But I'm getting familiar with old skills that I was training in the first place for this goal that I had when I was really young. And like I think like my main experience with gaming that kind of pushed me down that path of programming was in like grade 7 or 8, where I was playing like, I think it was like a Wii game or something, or it might have been like GameCube, and it was just the use of the controls in a way that we hadn't seen before that kind of kicked me off to be like, instead of like, oh, these graphics are amazing and this control is like really nice and everything, to kind of being like, well, how do we do that? And I remember forcing, which, if you're here in chat, I'm sorry. I remember forcing a friend of mine to learn how to program HTML with me. And that was just because, you know, web design was an interesting way of doing things. How do computers work? Like, all of these video games that were created are basically programmed on PC and then made to work with these other machines. So, like, what does web programming contain? Like, how could we make our own website? And it was just curiosity that led me there. And so I have recently just kind of started taking a look at all of that and going like, well, you know, I went and I got a 2-year degree for programming and I never used it. And I basically just ended up doing jobs I could have done out of high school instead. And now I'm finally in a job where I'm actually using the technical skills that, you know, I had for years. My hair is making me super itchy. And there's also something else happening there too. But one sec. I don't know. It was just, it was kind of like an eye-opening thing this last couple of weeks. Like, there's just this last 2 weeks. It's just been a realization that there's more I need to do in my life, and at the same time, I can also do more now. I'm not just living to exist because I have people that rely on me and I need to, you know, do things for them, but I can actually do things for myself. And there are things that I want that I can't expect to just work out, because it's kind of how my life has been. Things have just kind of worked out. I put in a little effort and things have worked out. And now it's changing. It's changed to there's a lot more effort I need to put in. There's a lot more care I need to put in. And so I'm at this point where I'm finally taking steps, and I'm trying to make changes, and I'm trying to, after all of these years, back up all the things I said. Because I said there was a lot of things I wanted to do, there's a lot of things I was going to do, and I was going to get them done. And now it's just like, you know what, now's the time to just do them. And that was kind of this realization this last couple of weeks, is that I'm going to be doing stuff. I'm going to be doing things. One of the main things on my schedule this week, going through this week, is actually just like finally editing out all of the streams that I've saved from Twitch, and going back through all of these streams that we've been doing and just doing highlight reels. Because like, I mean, anybody can come on here and watch me play the whole game. The point is, you know, what are the highlights? What are the fun moments? What are the, you know, I guess, yeah, the highlight, like, what are the highlights? And so a lot of that also means that I need to start doing more interesting things. I tend to be very safe in the way that I play, and I think I just got to be more forward. And that just kind of goes more in, I guess, life in general, is I just need to be more forward, more confident in what I do, because as I've been learning this past couple weeks as well, is I am capable of actually doing these things. I've never thought highly of myself in any regard. For the longest time, I didn't consider myself really worth anybody's time. And that was just a self-perception based on the childhood experiences and sort of general familial life experiences that I'd had up to that point. I didn't have a high view of myself, and I can actually have a high view now. I can actually consider myself to be worth something, and the only thing now is to kind of prove it. And so that's kind of what this past week has been about. It's been about figuring out that I need to be better, and that's not a hard thing to do. To better yourself and better your interactions with people. So for those of you who I have a horrible time keeping up with, I'm going to try and make sure that I stay in touch a bit more. It's going to be hard, given the fact that I'm going to be devoting a large chunk of my time to figuring out how to program in C++, which is not easy by any stretch. Any documentation out there is extremely hefty and hard to read. Not that I haven't read it at some point, it's just really convoluted and just purposely difficult in some weird way. It's like there's a better way to describe what's going on, but it's like it's purposefully extremely technical, and it really doesn't need to be. It really just needs to describe itself better, and all of the documentation just doesn't do that. It's like it was written by a computer and not by people. And so I'm learning it. I'm figuring it out, and I'm learning to trying a different way of learning things, which has actually been proven itself recently to actually be a great way of me to learn things. But that's beside the point. But yeah, it's been a fun week. That said, I don't really have much else to say. It's been wild. It's been crazy. It's been emotional. It's been hard, and it's been needed. I don't know. else to say. It's just been needed. I also got to remember, this is like one thing that I'm going to just, this is for me editing this in the future. Future me needs to remember to stare at the camera more, because my eyes go everywhere but. And that's also a habit with me just talking with people. I don't look at people when I talk to them. I look everywhere else. I don't talk to people. I talk at people. And that is just a really bad habit. Like, it's not like it's intentional. I just have a problem making eye contact, and I know what that's from. And yeah, it needs to stop. I need to look at people. But okay, I'm sorry. This is just getting so itchy. So also, not last week, the week before, I had laser hair down, which is great, and it takes a couple days for the hairs to come out. And so it's been recently, literally I shaved before this stream, and it was like I needed to take a cloth to my face each time I tried shaving. Well, I mean, no offense, but the way that they write documentation, like especially when it's documentation that's supposed to describe how you're supposed to use something, if you describe it in such terms that it requires you to have an implicit knowledge of already knowing how to use that thing, you're not assisting anybody. Like, people who know, if you know a system, you don't need someone else to describe it to you. You know it. And so when you write documentation that describes a system that you know in a way that only you, as the individual who knows the system, would ever understand it, that's not documentation. That's, I don't know, it's dialogue at that point. It's not there for anyone's benefit. It's there because you wanted to say it. And this is a problem that I've had personally a lot in my life. And dealing with IT level stuff and dealing with having to tell people stuff. Hi, Katie. Also, Joanna, David, thank you for joining. I know I didn't say anything when you guys came in, but thank you. And Jacob, it is nice to hear from you. It has been a bit, but no. Documenting things and writing in such a way that it requires the knowledge of the system already when you're trying to describe something to someone who would not have the knowledge, it's dialogue at that point. It's just speech. It's just text. It serves no purpose to assist someone. If you're talking higher concepts, absolutely, be technical. But when you're describing the basics, there's no need to be so technical. And that's one thing that I've kind of come across a lot, is I'm trying to learn this language, and it doesn't even give me the basic understanding. And like, I've had this problem with professors teaching like Java. I figured out Java by reading the textbook and reading the online sources, because the teacher, the professor, was talking so highbrow nobody could understand what was going on. I remember being in class and describing the entire lesson to people and everyone going, oh, that's what that meant. Like, if you can't describe a class you're teaching better than a student can, you're not a good teacher. And that's just, you haven't figured out how to explain in dumb terms something. And that is one thing that I have gotten really good at recently, is explaining things in really dumb terms. And sometimes even the smartest person in the world needs you to explain something like they're stupid. And it's not condescending. It's taking out any context out of what you're describing and just describing it in a way that has universal context. Like, I remember literally in Java, them teaching like variables and describing how it's loaded onto the stack. And it's like, okay, well, hold up. what does a variable do? Like, you hear about that in mathematics, but what does that apply to programmers? And because, like, if you're talking in programming, they're like, oh yeah, the variables store, numerical values. Well, no, that's actually wrong. Variables don't store numerical values. They store any kind of data that they're designed or specified to store. That can be letters or characters, as they call them, strings, which is basically sentences, or just a line of characters. It can store numbers. It can store specifically single-digit values, such as like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., or it can store decimal values, so like 2.1, 2.5, but all of those have very specific specifications, and all they do is store data for you to use it later, to store information that you need to use later. And so them explaining that a variable is like loading onto the stack a certain way, and it's storing data in memory as preprocessor code and or down to the certain level binary. It's like, no, that's not, you're not teaching some genius who has already figured out how this works, and you're not just confirming it to them. You're teaching a bunch of people who signed up for a course through college to learn something that they've never touched before. They know that a keyboard puts stuff on a text line, and they may have opened up command line once or twice, but beyond that, they're illiterate. So you need to teach them like they're dumb, because even though you may have genius people in this course that are just there to learn another language, you can't make the assumption that everyone's there for the same reason. And that's the thing that a lot of professors do, is they just teach as if the people taking the course are already programmers. No one's coming in here to learn Java. If they're already programmers, then they've learned C, and they've looked at Java and go, wow, this is stupid and dumb, and it's stupidly easy, and it doesn't do half the things I want it to. They're not going to understand or want to hear how it's loaded and stored, and whether or not what you're doing is an overloaded operator, or if it's, a specific reference to memory. It doesn't need to know that. Or that if that doesn't even matter anymore. Like, they don't need to understand that. That's too much information at the start that's not pertinent. And this is the problem that I'm running into with C++, is the documentation to teach you to understand C++ requires that you need to know C, which is fine because C++ is just an extension of C, which is great. But when you're talking about C++ variables, you can teach both C and C++ in that moment at the same time and still show the comparison and contrast that a higher level user who only knows C would need to know, but also teaching the language as just C++ as a whole unit. Because the thing is that any modern programming course today is going to teach Java. They're not going to teach C or C++. They're going to teach Java first, because Java is the easier language to teach. And then they're going to teach you C++ and break it down into the C components as part of that process. So having your documentation be the other way around doesn't make sense. Your documentation doesn't make sense to the people learning or to the people who have learned it that way. It's backwards and it's confusing. And this is why, for some reason, variables and references in C++ and in C are taught so terribly, is because the person who is describing it is doing it backwards. And this is the issue that I run into a lot with programming. Like, it took me a week, one of these weeks alone, to figure out that the only difference between in C and in C++, the difference between a structure and a class is whether or not the program that is running that code is a legacy C program or a C++ program. That's the only difference. They functionally don't have a difference. You would use a structure if you want your code to be backwards compatible with C, But if you're writing C++ code for a C++ program and it's not going to go backwards compatible with C and it doesn't need to touch C in any way, then you have the option of using a class. But otherwise, they're the same thing. It's just C doesn't have classes, it has structs. So, and it took a week to figure that out, and I can explain that in like 13 seconds. Like, Anyway, sorry, that is me getting a little too off topic. Which would probably be the theme of this channel, but I'm pretty sure that off topic was taken. So we're total sidekick, because there's a very, it's a statement on a very cruel joke that a friend of mine made, which was, that I talk about my friends, and I talk about like the stories that they went through, and the things that my friends would do, and the crazy stories that they all have, and just the weird situations that, you know, you end up in, just because my friends had such varied careers and backgrounds and just, you know, life experience. So there's a lot of cool stuff that happened, and I got told specifically that all of the interesting things that happened were basically from my friends, and I was essentially the sidekick to my own life story. See, whereas I never touched any of that. They taught me Java at school, and then they just expect me to understand C. Like, they did Java programming for everything. They taught us JavaScript so that we could take our Java code and get it to take like web input and all of this other stuff. And then out of the blue, they teach one course, just one course, that was game programming, but it was basically just copy and paste in C. And so you never really understood what the overall syntax was, what you were doing, what the real difference in variables were. It was just copy and paste code and see how it worked. And the two languages, Java is nothing like C++. They are fundamentally different languages, because Java is meant to make coding simpler and easier and move you away from such direct control that C and C++ have over your processor and just code in general. And the problem with that is that while Java is an amazing language and it's used in a lot of like products basically worldwide, like printers, you name it, like printers, cameras, etc. It's in there, and it's very useful for those. But the thing is that especially in the gaming industry, C++ is almost used exclusively. And I say almost exclusively because there are other games that have been built in other languages, but the larger gaming industry will code in C++. Unreal Engine 4 and Unreal Engine 5 are in C++. Every major game that you have played from any major company is coded in C++. It's very rare for you to come across a game that is programmed in another language, because C++ just has that control. But yeah, like I never got into any of that, and it was just basically my real introduction into programming was HTML and cascading style sheets, and you know, a little bit of C# and .NET. And so I went to school to learn more programming languages, and they taught Java, and then they also tacked on calculus, which is fundamentally idiotic to tack onto a programming course, because while I understand the need for it, as a first year like introduction into coding, where a lot of people aren't going to be sure if they're going to be interested in coding, because the professors flat out tell you that like if you're interested in doing graphics and design, there's a different course for that. Like a lot of people are just testing out to see if they're interested in coding, because it's a logical based programming language, or sorry, it's a logical based degree, and because the programming languages are just built on computer logic. It seemed idiotic that they stuck calculus on top of that. And I know that it's almost entirely because of two reasons. First, any programming course that they're going to teach at university is going to be software engineering. And as an engineer, in order to be considered an engineer, you need to have a calculus course, or at least need to have a functional knowledge of calculus. And so that means taking 5 calculus courses. And while calculus isn't necessarily hard to learn, it's hard to learn if you don't have a good professor. And the professors that I got that taught calculus, the one professor I got that taught calculus told me that I should give up on becoming a programmer. That was when I came in and I was like, I'm having problems with like understanding this mathematics. It doesn't make sense to me. I feel like I'm missing something. And he looked at me and he said, if you can't understand calculus, you should consider trying another degree. And screw them. I went down to the college level and got the same functional equivalent of what they were going to teach anyways. Just, without the whole 4-year bachelor's degree on the end of it. And I also didn't do co-op, so that kind of screwed me over. But, yeah. But that's just, I don't know. It's just, it's either poorly taught or poorly described. And I have a problem with the language, but it is the language I want to program in because it's the language the larger industry programs in. And if there's any hope of me actually using my degree and becoming a developer, then I'm going to need to make a game because there is no way I'm going to get hired into the industry apprenticeship style because they're not interested in that. So I got to be able to prove myself. And that's kind of why I'm looking to do in C. But I'm also looking to, actually do the things I wanted to do because I've always wanted to make a video game, and not just like a simple, like small video game. I always wanted to make something that was more complete. As that's what I'm gonna try and do. But yeah, this week it's been fun realizations. It has been 40 minutes of me yammering on. What else? Talked about the facial hair. Hair's coming out. I'm enjoying that fact, FYI, because that means that there's less over time. Like each time I get to scratch my face and look at my hand and I'm like, oh, there's hairs on like stubby little pieces of hair on my hand, and it's I'm like I washed my face this morning. There's no way it could have been like, oh, the follicles are dead. And they finally released the hair, and now it's coming out. Great. It also really sucks when it's like I've got a mask on my face and it's just itchy. And so it's great. And also I'm at work, and so I don't like showing my face, so I basically have to hide in a corner somewhere and take off the mask and be like, okay, great. I need to go to the bathroom. Shake all that out and just smile to myself, but also go like, I can never show anybody this. So, and I'm losing viewers, but we are gonna go play Cyberpunk 2077 because I really want to play the game, and I forgot where we got. I don't think far. I don't think we got far at all. Knowing me, I have not checked the download on this, so there's probably going to be a download. This is just how this works. There has got to be a way. It's YouTube's tracking. Well, I mean, like, face itch. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've had facial hair since I was in grade 10. Like, I had facial hair coming out then. By the time that I was grade 11, I could basically grow a full beard. And then by like grade 12, like I showed up to grad with facial hair. I'm pretty sure. I'm so sure I did. But it was to the point that like it was either a daily shave or like I'd have a beard in the next 2 days. Like not just small, like full beard. And so like I know the face itch. I absolutely know the face itch. I'm very familiar with it because I'd literally shave. It would be 3 hours and my face would be itchy. I had very fast growing hair. And so, like, I get that, but this is different. This is different. It's like, it's not just like face itch where it's like you scratch and the itch is still there, which is like the thing with beard hair is like you scratch and it's still there. The itch is still around. This is like I scratch and then I run my hand over it and it's smoother. There's less there. Stuff's fallen out. And I know that they say that like, oh, it's supposed to be like, 25-15% less each time they do the facial hair. That's why they do like 6 rounds or whatever, is to like, try and get as close to 100% as possible. Not everyone gets 100%. That's fine. But like, I definitely don't think I'm hitting like the 20% mark or even the 15%. I think I'm getting 10% each time they do it, but they do up the intensity every single time. So there is a chance that it's going to get higher. And like, I really need you to stop doing that. Thank you. I am here for that. Like, I mean, I have to be there for that. But like, I am here for that because I don't want this crap on my face. I want it gone. I don't want it around. And so like it's 10%, but it's more noticeable this time around. Like last time around it had to have been like 8%. Like I noticed that there were patches that were like typically really concentrated with dark hairs that just weren't there anymore. And I was like, "Oh, it's interesting. It's more evened out." That's progress. It's not quite so dark, and there's certain areas that kind of looked patchy, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. This time around though, it's like there's a lot less there. It's I'm back to preteen level patch, and so kind of makes me happy. Yeah, like 2 to 3 days. Like it's not like that kind of itch though. It's not constant. It's like I scratch it and part of it's gone. Part of it's not there anymore. And so it's like, okay, I'm here for that. And then I like go and I shave and it's like, okay, each time I run the razor, certain ones aren't cutting and I'm like, why are you not cutting? Like I've gone, by the way, I know that I'm probably one of the only people on the planet that can do this, but for years of my life, I have shaved against the grain, and I have never cut myself. Well, I mean, I've cut myself occasionally, but it was like normal cutting yourself. But I've never like had that issue. I've had the reverse issue where if I do not cut against the grain, the hair does not cut. And so, especially when I'm trying to get a close shave to remove the fact that I've got this horrible shadow, I can cut against the grain, but there's like some hairs that like it's still not cutting, and I'm like, what is going on with you? And so then I basically like I've gone through the whole thing and there's still these like little black hairs all over, and I'm like, what is going on? And so I basically just like scratch at it, I take a hot cloth and I go over it, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, that one fell out, what the? And I sort of just kind of like go over the face, and it's just kind of like squeezing it and pinching it, and like hairs are coming out, like permanently coming out. And I'm like, oh, because I'm not supposed to, for the facial hair thing, I'm not supposed to pick. I'm not supposed to pull hairs out because that will not give the laser anything to target to kill the follicle. So I don't do that. But this was different. I was like squeezing stuff. It was like just stuff was falling out, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing, because like the first few days after you do it, the laser either zaps the hair and like fries it completely, or it like leaves it in, but it's still in. It takes a day or two for the like follicle to like for your body to fully like clean up what was there, and then the hair falls out and it's just hairless. Yeah, no, I'd probably, that's probably a very good accurate description. It's like getting your hair cut really short and having that like itchy hair, um, or itchy skin thing, and then just kind of like scratching, and it's like it's gone, it's done. That's what I get. But see, like that's the thing is like I see a lot of people, and this is just like with trans forums. I see a lot of people talking about, shaving tactics. And it's like, oh yeah, so for those of you who are unable to get HRT and facial hair is growing in, here's a couple tips with shaving that people aren't going to tell you. And it's like they're like always like shave with the grain, not against. And it's like, you know what? Like when you're learning your face, when you're learning how your hairs are coming in, and I guess this kind of helps like trans masks as well, who are gaining hair, facial hair, and they're interested in shaving so that it's not facial hair. So there's some people who just don't like beards, and like I get it, beards are kind of weird, but like some people just don't like it, but they're not wanting they're wanting the other aspects of what testosterone gives, but they're not interested really in the facial hair. And so if you're teaching people how to shave, going with the grain the first few times, that's a really good way to learn what direction your facial hairs are growing. And even though like you may not like the facial hair, if you're on testosterone, or if you are a trans femme and your hair is coming in, bite the bullet and let it grow out a bit, because it will teach you which way the hairs are growing, and then you can learn your face that way and learn how it is best to attack those hairs, because that's ultimately what it is. It's just learning your face. And so shaving with the grain teaches you the kind of pressure that you should be applying, and which really is like there's a careful balance. If you put no pressure on the blade's gonna bounce, and that doesn't matter if you're using Gillette like 3 or 2 blade cartridge head, or if you're using something like a straight razor or a safety razor. If you don't put pressure, it's gonna bounce, and when it bounces, it skips, and when it skips, that's when you get cuts or you get razor burn. And that can also be problematic. If you press too hard, the blade's gonna cut into your skin. There's a fine line between putting the right pressure, especially on much softer skin like the face. There's a fine line of pressure, and you need to sort of learn that. And it also depends almost entirely on the sharpness of your blade. If it's a fresh blade, you almost need to put no pressure. But if it's a duller blade, you're going to want to put a little bit of pressure. But you're also going to want to know when your blade is getting too dull. And that is easily seen by if you are shaving with the grain and your blade is catching, where it feels like you're kind of pulling the hair along as you're cutting it, it's time to change the blade, or it's time to resharpen it. And if you don't know how to resharpen, that's you. Hi, Oliver. Glad you're here. But like, if you're shaving and your blade feels like it's pulling, it's time to change it, or it's time to sharpen it. And you don't need a leather strip to sharpen it. You just need jeans. Honestly, jeans. You can do this with a cartridge head. You can do this with a safety razor, or safety razor blade. But basically, you just run it. You run it along your jeans. Like you run it. If this is the cloth, or in essence, you basically just run it down so that the blade is facing not the direction that you're moving it. It's basically just like going across. And what this does is it removes burrs on the blade, because one of the things that your hairs will do is it will, over time, damage the blade. That's just the nature of hairs. Hairs are strong, and especially when there's a lot of them, it's like sandpaper. It's going to grind the blade down. And so doing that on jeans, both sides, can allow you to sharpen it. You do need to be careful, because you can cut yourself, especially if it's with a safety razor, especially with a safety razor head. You can cut yourself, so be very careful. But there is a way to resharpen blades and get a couple more uses out of them if you are needing to be thrifty. It's your jeans. Or any jean-like cloth. If you have a pair of ratty jeans that has like a good patch on it, you can take that patch off and just use that as a sharpening swatch. And it will help out. It will assist. It's not going to let you do quite as what, a leather strap will. If you've got a leather strap that you can use, it's not going to be as efficient, but it's still going to get the job done. And that is, it's going to help sort of remove burrs on the blade and, wear it in the right direction and then allow you to reshave. And it's a tactic that I've used for years. It took a bit to kind of figure out what I was doing and how it all worked, but it works. And it was described to me as a camping trip. Like if you're going on camping for a long period and you've got razors, if your head gets dull and you don't want to use another cartridge because you're going to need that cartridge for a little while, then use your jeans to resharpen it, and you can get like maybe 2 more uses out of that head. And then you can kind of lop it off. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can get 3. And it's just a way of maintaining your blades. But that's a thing that you can do. But ultimately with shaving, it comes down to pressure. And this does apply to the tender spots of your legs if you are shaving your legs. It's the same thing. You don't want to push too hard or you're going to cut yourself. And if you don't do it, if you don't have any pressure on it, it can skip and cause problems. And especially with with facial hair, it is a lot different because it's like the tender skin on the back of your leg, but it's got way more compact hairs. And that will happen to anybody who is transmask and getting hairs. Your facial hair is going to get thick. And that's just going to take time. And it's going to be partially genetics, but there are going to be patches on your face that are going to have a lot thicker hairs. And when that happens, you need to be careful. So shaving with the grain is a good way to sort of cut down the hairs to a certain level, and then learning how to shave against the grain. You're going to cut yourself. It's going to suck. You might do a patch really good on one side and get razor burn on the other. It comes down to literally whether or not you've got shaving cream or soap on your face. Your face actually does a lot better with shaving soaps than they do with shaving creams. It's a much closer shave. It's a lot better for your skin. But if you can only afford shaving cream, or shaving cream's the thing that you're familiar with, then you can use that. But making sure that you have something to help lubricate the blade as it cuts is going to reduce razor burn. Speed is another factor. If you go too fast, razor burn. If you go too slow, razor burn. The one thing that I can describe that has helped me was the description of a blade is designed to cut. Doesn't matter if it's a sword, a kitchen knife, or the razor blade on your razor. A blade is designed to cut. It is going to know how to do nothing else but cut. It is your job to direct it. And if you do not direct it well, it's going to cut you. And so it's about learning how the blade works. But that's just shaving in general. It's a pain no matter what you do. If you're interested in having and maintaining a clean face, shaving sucks. Like, you get like a couple really good hours of baby face of like, it's smooth. And then like by the 5th or 6th hour, you're going to have kind of a scruffy feeling. It's not going to show. It's just going to feel scruffy. And then by the next day, you're going to have shadow. It's just shaving. It sucks. And if you are on estrogen, shaving gets worse. Because see, the hair doesn't grow out as fast, but there's a certain level of hair that if you don't have... okay, my hair's in my face. If you don't have enough facial hair, when you shave, it can cause you to razor burn. And the time for that hair to grow out is longer once you're on E, especially when you're on higher doses of estrogen. It slows down the hairs. It doesn't stop it, it just slows it down. So where I used to be able to shave every day and basically have a couple hours of like clean face, and then basically by the end of the day I need to shave again, I need to wait a full 36 hours before I can even think of shaving again. And if it's thinking of shaving, it's shaving just the cheeks. I can't do the other bits, because then it's just red bumpy bullshit. And so that I need to wait 48 hours for. And waiting 48 hours when it's like, I decided, you know, one day I'm going to just do shaving. I'm going to have clean facial hair, and like, I'm not going to have any facial hair. I'm going to take it all off, and I'm going to be clean, and I'm going to be great. And then going through that and having a good day, and then the next day being told, hey, I need to go out, or, you know, I'm at work, and they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna help with deploying systems and teaching people how to use these systems. I'm like, great. Couldn't have been done yesterday. It's just hell, because it's not like I can just shave and have shaved that day and been like, yeah, I'm fine. I gotta deal with a day of shit. And so there are times where it's like, if I need to go out and do something after work, especially Tuesdays are the worst days. Like, I'm not against doing shit. I like going out. I like doing things. I like getting things done. It's just fun to be out now. That's like the gayest thing I ever could have said. But yeah, it's fun to go out now. It's fun. It's also fun to be out. It's fun not to be in the closet anymore. Even though I'm once every week, I'm basically in my closet again. Just in my living room, surrounded by a curtain. I don't like. I like the act of going out. It's just it's like I can hate my face to a point where it's like, I kind of want the hairs to come out fast so that I can shave them every day, but at the same time, anyway, gaming. Let's get into gaming. It's just that is literally what my Tuesdays are. It's just, Mondays are great because I get to shave and be on screen, and I get to have a clean face, and I get to be me and talk to my friends and see you all like happily making jokes in chat about you being the worst mod in chat, Oliver, which, I mean, I don't have bad mods, so if you're calling yourself objectively worse, I don't have a metric. I'm not tracking data on you. But like, it's just fun to see you guys in the chat and just having fun while I'm being a dork. Like, let's be real here. That's all I do. I am oh, there's no updates. This is great. Okay. I get to be a dork on stream. I get to talk to you. I get to geek out about games, and I get to play games that I need to get through. I'm dreading the day that I need to go and actually play Skyrim. As I'm pretty sure all my friends want to stab me for never completing.
Tell them how many hours you have in Skyrim.
Oh god. I think we've been over this in a previous stream before, but give me a second. I'm gonna find Skyrim for you. Okay, so tracked. I have 1,727 hours in Skyrim, okay? In the original Skyrim. And in the special edition remake, which, where is that? Skyrim script extender. I wonder if that's gonna like key up. No, it's not gonna key up. Okay. Oh, I wonder if it's gone now. That's weird. I basically have up to like approximately tracked, because I was also doing it on other accounts, modding and stuff like that. And by modding, I mean just like installing mods and seeing if I can get them to work. Where is it? It's got to be somewhere. That's the thing that's bothering me now. Uncategorized. Dip, 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 dip. Space. Is it under T? It's under the elder E. It's under E. Under my favorite letter. E, E, E. No, it's not. It's not under. Anyway, I have about like 2,500, maybe 3,000 hours in Skyrim. And I haven't completed the game. There is actually a lot of stuff about Skyrim that I don't know, just because I just did pretty much modding. Like, I did the whole base storyline, but I did not, yeah. Fun times. Let us play games. Give me 1 sec. I have... Ba-ba-da. Oh. Sound. Yes. We have image. We're good. There is a degree of lag between the stream and you guys in chat. So if I don't respond to something immediately as you say it, I do apologize. I told it to do it as fast as possible, but then it also told me that basically I would have, what do you mean the hours are a lie? They're not a lie. I've played Skyrim stupid amounts. I played it all throughout college.
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery
Okay, that's
to
what
a
you
solid
meant.
and
Yeah,
sturdy
yeah.
30.
I have
Haywood.
a lot of
Thanks to
hours.
unabated gang wars.
Well, that's also
one of us
because,
are down, so I guess you're
originally when
all
I bought the game,
screwed, 'cause the
I didn't buy it
NCPD
through
will not let
Steam.
that go.
I had the physical disc,
Santo Domingo,
and so I
Netrunners
played
are
the
at it
physical
again,
disc
poking
for a very,
holes in
very
the
long time.
power grid.
And then finally I added it to Steam,
While
and
over in
then it started
Westbrook,
tracking Steam
trauma
hours.
teams scraping
So I had more, actually have more
cyber
hours.
victims off the pavement.
We're gonna
And
just get this going. Okay. So, couple quick checks. On analytics, fine. But then sound. Disable copyrighted music. Okay. Like, I just need to be confirmed. Oh, why is my arm so itchy? So weird. Anyway. Can you even... Oh, jeez. Can you even hear what's going on? Oh, you can. Good. I am being absolutely drowned out by the game. That's unfriendly. We're gonna drop it to 14. Said 14. 14.3 works. See, but to be fair, oh. Wait. 1 second. My headphones. I've damaged my mic a little bit, and so I kind of need to like do something specific to get it to work. But to be fair, the best chapter in ESO is Somerset, my personal opinion, just because, like, from a lore standpoint, you actually get to see like what's going on with the Sigics, and even if it's just like some really old stuff, it's just kind of cool, you know? And so I at least find it neat. Okay, I am having the hardest time right now. What is going on? Okay, so for some ungodly reason, my headset has managed to wrap itself around its own power cord. There we go. Why was that so hard? It's like, shouldn't even be a thing. This cord is just stupid long. Like, we're talking ridiculously stupid long. And I know it's supposed to be for a boom arm and the whole 9 yards, and I'm just dumb, possibly. What is going on? Okay, thank you. Apparently that's happening. Warp. Okay. Then I got these weird larger jacks for some reason. I don't know. Okay. Actually playing the game, like I said I was going to. Load game. We were right, we were on practice. I don't remember. Oh, this is the car. Okay. Yeah, we're on practice.
Hey everyone, feels great to have you back. So then, did y'all hear about that Arasaka aircraft carrier docked in Night City called Kujira, or the Whale? Apparently the Corp figured it wasn't safe in Japanese waters, afraid some local fishermen might harpoon it for scientific research.
Y'all talking about stuff
But
I don't
honestly,
understand.
it's quite the power move. Wonder what
I have
Militech will
lived
respond
far
with.
too
Maybe Myers
much
will
under
fly
a rock. Oh, that feels sluggish.
This course is designed to reinforce your fundamental combat abilities and hone your reflexes. The skills you gain here will help you survive, even excel on the battlefield.
Can I punch you?
I will train you to be effective with firearms, to use stealth tactics to your advantage, and to hack into enemy networks. Because
but they clearly got
Ooh.
drill and jarheads in their blood.
Okay, see ya, Skip.
Now, Station 1, you maggot! Move! Hope you're...
No, I want to stop crouching. Okay. I did not mean to skip all that. Okay, so whatever I do, don't press C.
Let's blast through a tactical target practice program. You know,
Shooting
little
stuff?
warm-up.
Love it. Ooh, bullets. Oh, this is boring.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd find that too tough. What do you say we crank it up a notch?
Sure.
Not bad. But it's more realistic if... Quit standing around and take cover! You took a hit. Use a reanimator to patch yourself up.
What's a piano? Okay. Nice.
Head to the training area when you're good to go. Oh, look. Brought some chooms with him this time. You know what to do, V.
Am I enjoying The fact that this gun sounds like it's like an AR, yes. Ah, you're boring. Oh, I can use you. My favorite way to do things.
Dream work, V.
Why
Stand on the
actually use
platform and we'll move on.
guns as a distance weapon when you can just run up to people and shoot them at point blank range? It's not like they were
Hacking's
designed.
the next item on the menu.
Nice. The one thing that I was gonna probably do a lot of that, like I don't even know what my skills are. Hold on 1 second here. Can I even see what my skills are? No, I can't. Okay. Awesome. Scanning a glorified fridge. Nice computer. I want the gun. Nice camera.
This training module will teach you how to work a little hack magic on the screen to distract the...
Okay. I remember this. It's not gonna let me distract. It's gonna only let me ping.
Guard. Almost. Almost. Again, from the top.
Well, you wouldn't let me go down.
Work a little...
You're like, work a little magic, and then it doesn't let me do it. Now it's letting me do things. Wouldn't let me do this before. Sorry, I'm getting a little loud. I do apologize. Oh, I should
Hack
probably...
magic on the screen to distract the guard. Corpo trash. Style over substance. Good. Now take him out quietly. All right, all yours. Take him
let's
out.
kill.
Never smart to leave behind any trace of your handiwork.
There's no consequences
Especially
to this.
the dead kind. Now pick up the body and hide it somewhere.
Because, like, here's the thing. Like,
Okay. Now
so
try to take him down in
say
one
for example, and
slick
this is the one thing that I remember about this game because I played a little bit of it. If I kill, problem, but if I do a takedown and then I throw him in the freezer, well, first of all, there's not enough oxygen in there to really
move. Think you're ready to try hacking some gonks in real
keep
time? Have
the
fun.
individual alive in the container. Like, he's got maybe like 20, maybe 30 minutes of oxygen, and you've knocked him out. He's gonna be in there for a while. Plus, it's cold. It's gonna slow down like
Sightseeing?
body metabolism. No, I'm streaming. Thank you very much. Like they're dead. You stick them in a container, they're dead. The only way you are non-lethal is if you leave them out on the floor. And even then, you've knocked them out. That's brain damage. Like, you're not... And, like, this is just cool. Yeah, you're not gonna let me fail. Trust me, I've tried.
Now, detonate the grenade.
Detonate grenade. Can I detonate your grenade, too? No, I can't. That would've been funny. Sweet.
See? Just needed to shut your brain down and follow orders. In true Militech fashion. Not too shabby. Militech's algorithms put you on a decent run. Got additional modules if you want to hone any other skills. Or you finish up, Delta out now. But remember, the street's not gonna give you any hints or second chances.
So, like, I'm pretty sure I know all of this, but I'm also kind of an idiot, and sometimes I don't remember things. And I'm like, how do I do this?
Right. So first,
So, yeah,
let's
no,
shape
I'm
up
not
those
gonna...
stealth skills.
No, they won't be fine. Hi, I'm just gonna stand above you all menacingly. Don't worry, I'm just your boss. You're all slacking off and all fired. I would like to enter the training area, but there is a giant wall. Thank you. Okay, Okay, all my friends and enemies, this is how you avoid your coworkers. All right?
Find
You
cover,
sneak
quick.
past them.
Nice, nice. Now, move slowly towards the exit. Stay out of sight.
You avoid all contact. You avoid them seeing
Nova,
you.
well done. On to the next area.
And you leave. I mean, I was kind of hoping I got to choke one out, but like, you know,
Now the same thing.
would have been a
only
lot
with
more
the
funny
camera.
if you could just, you know, knock out your coworkers. Do I still have the guns? I don't have the guns, do I? Warp. Doop, 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 doop. Avoid cameras to avoid
Back to your training,
coworkers
recruit.
spotting you
Nice work
on
today.
security cameras.
Just stand on the platform. All right, some advanced combat techniques
'Cause you don't
for
want-
dessert. Then we wrap.
Your boss spotting you leaving the office early.
Time to get down and dirty in close quarter combat. Take him down, but careful. Looks tough. Focus, V.
I was focusing. In my brain, that was a coworker I really didn't like from a job in the past. Yeah, I couldn't do anything else. Okay, but can I?
Okay, that'll do. Now maybe we find someone closer to your weight class.
Are you saying I'm weak? 'Cause that's kind of true. Awesome. Puff.
Let's
Okay.
bump things up from easy to normal. This next fool can block
Awesome.
your attacks.
Buh. I remember punching people. Okay, right is block.
Dull bit coming up now. Blocking blows instead of dealing them.
Block 2 strong attacks. That is one. What you do? What you do? Come on, punch me.
Now this fool loses his footing every time he swings. Use that. Get in there and land a counterpunch. Ooh, I like that. V, want to see this fool punch in air next. Don't let him land anything.
I dodged that last one. God, my nose. Oh,
You've
defeat.
done well in mastering the way of the fool, young apprentice. I can teach you no more. This is the part where you... Let's move on to melee weapons. Grab a sword.
Look, sometimes that was weird. My hands were everywhere, but okay. Sweet. You know, sometimes you just need to spar off with your coworkers. And sometimes you just need to stab them.
Good. Now show me what you've learned.
All I have learned is that in all of this, this weapon, this one, reigns supreme. Dead. Dead. Dead.
Good stuff.
That's all I
Looks
learned.
like you're cruising already. Hop on the platform.
All right. Neat.
Good luck,
Can
V.
I talk to you? No? Okay. So the question is, was that a pre-recording? Or like... There's also a lot of voice actors in here that like...
Not bad, huh? Now we can
sound
get down to
familiar?
biz.
Oh, this is Samurai. We're good.
Will Kako give you any tips and tricks for the job?
I'm not your mother. Just do what I pay you for. It's easy work. Yeah.
Let's do this.
I'm assuming that's not copyrighted music.
Elevator. This way.
Because it was like made for the game. I'm just hoping. This is also something that's bothered me. Like, I'm at walking speeds now. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, it's broken again. I love this. Okay. You're not gonna give me the cool jacket anymore? Oh, that's dumb. Oh, and they got rid of the little pack of cards that was annoyingly never pick upable. There's like some stuff that I remember. Yeah, my car. I wish you could name your vehicle. Not that I would know what I would name my vehicle. It was recorded, so she wasn't actually there. She's just like, oh, I'm gonna program in my avatar to say good luck, you know, because she's probably gonna be stupid and walk up to me and think I'm a real person. That's cool. I remember there being something up here, but now there's not. See, this is interesting. There's like, they changed a lot about the game. They got rid of a lot of extra clutter and then added in the other kinds of clutter. Can I like hack that? No, I can't touch that? Okay. Wait, hold up. That was interesting. Shirts. It's 5.9 armor. Beautiful. Love it. I look like trash. What is this one? Favorite top. I guess we'll keep it. And then it's like, you got a gun. Yeah, well, I can't, like, switch what the gun is. Can I? Did I bork something? Whoop.
Target's Sandra Dorset. Target's biomon went mute a couple hours back. Suspected abduction. Target could have possibly flatlined already. Not sure you're in time.
We're in time, Bug. We. Sure you're on phones, but that don't make you any less part of this squad.
Your
Squad.
eyes are orange.
Charming.
Do my eyes do that? Oh geez, what do I choose?
Bug, could at least try to be nice.
You want nice, supportive? Call a damn helpline.
I immediately like Jackie a little bit more. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for Bug being snarky, but like, I would have loved to,
Looking for 1237.
you know?
Target should be inside, but I got zero eyes on her biomon.
Got no time
Fingers
for
crossed it's not too late.
anyone's.
Ugh, I hate this life or death shit. Hurry.
Hi, please get back inside. You don't want to be out here? Trust me, it's about to get wild.
Try hacking the door. Think you can trip it on your own?
Okay, wait, hold on. What did I spec myself for? Wow, this is completely changed. That's crafting, inventory, map. What? This is a completely different UI. Okay, I gave myself smarts, counterintuitive to what I am, and I gave myself technical ability, and then I gave myself body and reflexes. So I can just kind of do whatever. I mean, I could punch people. You know, if I just kind of do all-around chaos, I'd probably be really good at this. Like, I can, like, hack people and stuff like that, and it'd be great. At the same time, I can also just, you know, combat hack. It'd be great. Oh, right, I'm supposed to do a thing. Hi. What's stealth like?
Profile.
Low profile. I mean, I just probably fire up a... I know that would absolutely... Can I freaking just talk? Jeez.
Are we fucking late? Is that her? Is that our target, V?
Okay, I'm reading people's emails. Okay, so they tried to go and do something, and someone is threatening them back. This is great. Can I? Thank you. Whoever it is, Victor has balls. Ooh, what's this? Oh, lore. Oh, let's not... Should we read these? Okay, yeah, just... Take those. Hi, this is what I normally do in games. What are you?
Xander Dorset's protected under Echelon 2 Corpo immunity. Our girl's top shelf. This one's packing black market Zeta Tech repros. Typical back alley fix-ups. Not our lucky gal.
I remember this being more
Let's
gory.
keep
This
looking.
must be what the censorship does. Oh, that's cool. What about other stuff? See, I put on the censorship. Now it's not my job to try and find and break it.
Mira, eyes up. Pendejos ahead. Drop it quietly.
Be sneaky. Okay. Want to hear a joke?
Nice. I couldn't have done that
It's a
better
little bit cold on
myself.
the delivery, let's be honest. Oh, hey, look. More, yeah, there's definitely something going on there.
Careful now.
Ooh, advantage. Can I mod my gun? I can mod the gun. He's now got a sight. You know, these are all nice. I just like, if it seems like it's pertinent to the, like, area story, that's fine. These just kind of seem like newsletters.
On your toes. More bodies incoming. They're almost on you.
Okay.
These fucking screamers. On your feet.
This
They're coming.
handcuffs.
Wait for your
snap
chance. Pick the prick off.
goodness. Sorry, I'm supposed to wait? I am very bad at waiting. I don't want to wait.
Cabrones. Thick as locusts. Let's meet a plan a spree. Take one down. Just real quiet. Hey, grab the one closest. Let's take him. Suerte.
Is he still
Hold
alive?
down. Limp meat.
Look, sorry.
Probably not the last of them. Move on. Move up. Right behind you, V.
We do not leave witnesses. That is like step one to the worst comeback arc ever. We leave witnesses, then they know we were here. Okay, so there's a smart way of doing this, where we could breach in, take out optics, be smart, and we absolutely should try. That is the easiest breach I've ever done in my life. Okay. Awesome. So we're being smart. You're breached. Are you breached? No, you're kind of breached. So we can, like, do a thing here. Oh, I can only do one. Okay. Your friend doesn't exist. Alright, fine. Wrong business, my friend.
Step V. Enemies watching.
Well, actually, see, there's a fun thing about that. I know he can spot me. You know what? I'm bored.
Scabs are still crawling. Clean it up, clean it out. Don't want to be bringing this bucket out under fire. And definitely don't want a slug in your back.
Whoa!
Not neither.
Whoa, that hurt. Oh, that is the most intense thing ever. Hi. Can your face just... Well, like...
Here. Bub, you got eyes on this shithole? Anything?
Room he's in looks out on the balcony. Got a window on the left.
Hold that
Access to
thing!
pistol up.
Okay, V. Flank him and draw his fire. I'll do the rest.
Hack on the doors just cleared. Watch yourselves.
Chingada madre!
Oh, contact on that. Can I climb into this? Thank you.
Take these, cabrones!
Oh, Jackie. Oh,
Don't
that
see
is
any movement on the
gruesome.
sensors. Looks like you got
Oh,
him.
you are
Clear
good
to
back
go.
up to have.
Shit, where the hell's our target?
Look around. Gotta be there somewhere.
What is this? Distract enemies. Food. What are you? Oh, this would have been fun. Ah. Alright, well. What do you got? A dull scalpel? Wow. Taking all those. That's gone. Data tower foul. Practical shirt. Is this the same thing? Yeah, same email. Okay. I would like to leave. No, that's not how I do this. C. Ooh, there's something over here. First things first. Always loot the extended area. Because you never know. Can I crawl through that? I can. Anything else? Oh, right here. 'Cause here's the thing. Sometimes you need ammo, and other times you still need ammo. So, grab ammo. Straw hat. I could look. Wait, I have all of the... Nice gun. Taking this. And did not grab any of these. That's the gun I can't grab. Is there anything else that I'm like missing here? Just that annoying one? Okay. Sorry. I have, we're just getting, sorry, I was not paying attention to chat. Okay, so I've looted everything. But I just realized that I have, like, all of the... Oh, we did the eyes. I'm like, what is wrong with the eyes? They're swirls. We have all of the opportunity. No, we have all of the opportunity. Oh, that's so horrible. I can't. We can do the girlfriend sweater thing, but I cannot do the hat or the bandana. It's just gonna kill me. I'm deleting those. Oh, I can disassemble. I'm disassembling those so I don't get tempted. Absolutely to putting that back on. Getting rid of that. Okay. Do we have any pants? We do have pants. These pants. Eh. That's beautiful. Please tell me we have shoes. Please tell me I missed that we picked up shoes. We did not. Okay. Fine. Weaponry. What are we looking at? Now see, a shotgun is funny. Got revolvers, power weapons. Oh, that's cool. That's a tech weapon. Wait, can we craft tech weapons? We can craft our own like shotguns and stuff and tech stuff. Can I craft this? Sniper play is fine. We are absolutely up close and personal. So the question is, tech or normal shotgun? Are we gonna go power? What is our even character stats like? Because we have intelligence, which breaks down into like quick hacking and breaching stuff. And then we have our technical ability, which breaks down into crafting and ripping things apart, and a lot about grenades. And then we have reflexes, which is assault handguns and blades. But then what is body? Athletics, annihilation? See, annihilation is shotgun. And punching stuff. And then running really fast. And increasing more melee damage. This really just seems like baseball bats and shotguns. Whereas reflexes is rifles and submachine guns, handguns and blades. And if I was a dumb idiot doing stupid things, I am not leaving the hat on. No, I destroyed that. Okay, well, pistols are good, assault weapons are fun, but I also kind of wanted to go down the body rank. Huh. Let's see, reduces fall damage. Okay. See, this works. So depending on what we cross class with, we can actually make a really good looking class. We could make a class that is all athletics and pistols and completely ignore shotguns entirely for the sake of punching people. And then all we need reflexes for is we can ignore assault and blades. And we can just use pistols. And that way we go between the two of them and do the two things that we like, which is punching and shooting people. And then we just have tech weapons and stuff. Which would be fine. Because if I do a tech pistol, then that just adds on to it. Yeah, this would be great. I love this. Okay. I need pistols. Preferably tech pistols. Do we have any tech pistols? Can I create anything tech-wise? Only guns. I only got pistols. I can only make revolvers. I need to visit a gun store. Okay. First up, visiting gun store. Inventory. Let's take a look. Do not want. Don't want. Don't want. I know there's tech pistols in the game. Power. 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 It's fine. The one thing that we can do. Oh, we only have blades. See, that's just. Well, it's fine. For the time being, we're just gonna do this. Hi, I need to get in here. Heard you were
Jesus
dying.
Fucking Christ.
Arp. One body out of the way.
Think I got her. Got our
Okay.
target.
We make it? She alive?
About to find out.
V, jack into her biomon. Need to know what we're dealing with.
First, let me go and
She's
talk
in a
to.
tub of ice, crammed in with another.
First, let me over talk about the
Fuck.
situation.
Like
That's
slabs
exactly
of
what I
meat.
do.
Keep it together, V. If she survives, she won't remember a thing. Tiny scar on the subconscious, that's all.
Heard people who live through shit like this get panic attacks without ever knowing why. You'll be sipping a glass of ice cold water and suddenly your hand's shaking.
V, jack into her biomon. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Jacking in. Sandra Dorset, NC 570442. Trauma Team Platinum.
Platinum? Shit. Trauma should have swooped in if she sneezed.
Guessing they jammed the transmitter, Sig. Looking at a hacked biomon, firmware reconfig, or a neurovirus.
Carajo, T-Bug. You ain't seeing this place. This is tubs, ice, hooks, and cleavers.
Scott Muncher's hack, huh? Got an idea. Check her neuroport. Find a shard? Yeah, pull it. That'll be what's muting the biomon.
Is that safe?
Is that even safe? Can't we just get her out of here?
We found her still breathing. Can't lose her. We need that biomon working, checking for hemorrhages, whatever. Find that shard and yank it.
Yeah, see, look, it just...
Found
The
the
IT
shard.
tech in me is
We're
like, this is
moving now.
bad.
Check the biomon. Anything change?
Greetings, Sandra. If you are conscious, assume recovery position now. An emergency evacuation unit has been dispatched and is due to arrive at your location in 180 seconds.
Biomon claims trauma will be here in 3 minutes.
Your premium plan will cover 90% of the projected costs of your rescue and treatment.
Ay, pobrecita. Let's get her off that ice.
All
Jack,
right.
look sharp. Not done yet.
I need
don't
to
know
waste more
who's out
time.
there.
That's just what I do.
Locked and ready, V. Do your thing.
And rip her out of the tub, because that's always a smart thing to do.
Oh, fuck!
She's flatlining.
Let her
V,
die.
need to
Let's
know
not.
what's
Jackie,
going
you're
on.
hypo. Fuck, this is
I just
bad.
pressed F. I'm
Catch,
assuming this
chica.
is saving her life.
I think... Oh shit, it worked!
Fuera, chica. Get her outside.
At this point, get a medical degree. Become a combat medic.
Fuera. Get her out. Terrace.
The most wobbly I've ever carried anything. Like, I'm not good at carrying things, let's be honest.
Landing. Stand clear. Initiating security protocol. Follow all instructions.
You gonna shoot me?
Place the patient on the ground.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely a yes. All right.
5 steps back. Now.
TT-133 to control. Patient NC570442 secured. Stimulants being administered. 70 milligrams dopamine, 110 norepinephrine, 800 fibrinogen.
Neat. Hi.
Let's get out of here. Elevator gets us to the garage direct.
I love how
work.
medical
Shit show's
services
over.
went military.
Cutting my wires now. See you in the near future.
Jackie, you
Listen,
were...
chica. I got this thing. Mind if I borrow your wheels?
Huh.
You could have just walked through the hole.
I got a date with Misty, but I can't take the metro. How's it gonna look for me?
Won't leave you hanging, Jack. But don't get used to it.
You're saving my ass, V. Thank you. How about I drive you home, huh?
She's all yours. I'm beat as it is.
Can I do anything with this?
Oh, almost forgot. Should get Wakako in the hollow. Tell her the job's done.
Press T. Okay. I am pressing T. Nothing is happening. Oh, I gotta press and hold T. See, there's a difference there. I'm stupid. You need to give me clear instructions.
V, how did it go? Our client is alive and well.
Yeah, but everyone else is dead.
Of course she's alive and well. It's what we agreed, isn't it?
Splendid. Your payment awaits you, ready to come and grab whenever you like, even right away. But I guess home
David, that's
is
exactly
the
it.
only place you wish to be now.
Sorry. stop
The
talking to me.
NCPD has surrounded Watson. The district is closed. If you're to make it past the cordon, you must move fast.
Thanks for the heads up. Swing by to see you later.
Okay, so yeah, no, I was about to say, David, you're
Words
right.
out the
you know.
NCPD is gonna put Watson on lockdown. If I'm gonna sleep in my own bed tonight, we better put it in fifth.
Leave it to me, chica. I'm driving.
But like, yeah, so let's shut down the processes first. Don't just yank the chip. Like, that could just do way more problems. Especially if you're dealing with human brains and chips and things. Also, we need to stop talking over the dialogue, but there's just so much dialogue. Excuse me.
You don't believe in no fate. Every day digging the grave. Step in the pit with the stakes. City of dreams, city of game. You don't believe in no fate. Can't stop digging Night City.
City like any other, just bigger.
Nah, chica. Not just any other city. Morgan Blackhand, Andrew Wayland, Adam
There's actually some water
Smasher.
effects.
Legends are born here.
On Windows.
I'm starving. Let's grab a tight bite. What do you say?
Jackie, they're locking down Watson, remember?
Oh shit, you're right. Is it just me or? Oh, fucking knew it. Man on our ass, tailing us. Hello. I don't like this beat. Tiny bit. Gas! Hijo de puta!
Fucking drive, Jackie!
I don't know, I'm trying to hit them. It's kind of a little bit laggy, to be honest.
Hands! Keep her steady!
Hold tight, V!
That's why you never blind fire. It's kind of pointless.
Mierda! Perdón!
I tried to shoot him.
Got you, assholes!
Fucking ass!
Scratched your baby up pretty bad. Sorry, V.
It's okay. I can wait. Let's just focus on getting home.
I just like how I brained the guy before it left. I'm assuming these songs are not copyrighted. They're not copyrighted.
Damn. I'm pulling out all the stops.
Watson's on lockdown to further notice. Necessary security measure.
Officer, ma'am. Damn, are we ever lucky we ran into you.
Really? What's it that makes me so special?
Heart of gold? Because only somebody with a heart of gold can understand just how much I need to get back to my girl.
Your girl?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna be worried sick if I don't show. I mean, I'm trying to be a stand-up guy. She's giving me a chance. Waiting.
That's a shame.
Look at him. No model citizen, maybe, but he's a good kid.
Let them through. But they're the last. Okay, on your way.
You have a good evening now, officer, ma'am.
Uh-huh. See, if it was me in that situation, like me, I would have absolutely messed that up. And then it would have just been an awkward, just go through.
She took a liking to you.
Devotion I demonstrated grabbed her by the gut.
Right.
I'm loyal, stable in my affections.
Mm-hmm.
And unassuming. You get it.
You're like a 6-foot-something pile of muscle that can go through a wall. You look like a tank.
look like your average bust.
These ain't your average badges. It's Bagstack. NCPD's apex predators. MTAC rolls in when things fly out of hand. Doc's out there, though. Just a midday snack for him. Well, show's over. Poor bastards. But they had it coming.
Do I skip? I don't know. I don't know how far away from home I am. This is wild. By the way, this is a complete change to how they had the city before. Like I had
almost at your place.
What about you?
I had
How
to like
likely to make it back to Haywood now?
Chill, V. They'll let me through.
Sure about that?
Oh, yeah. I'll play nice Jackie again.
I turned down the graphics and like this is still turned up. Like this is still on par with what I had the graphics set to before.
Sweet dreams, then.
Yeah, I'm
Tell
getting
Misty I
out.
said hi.
I will. Ahí luego.
I also need to take a stim. Can I? Why am I walking? I'm walking now. This is great. I want to see what this is. Can I also take a stim? All right, that's a bit glitchy, but whatevs. Doop-a-doop-doop. Can I buy things? I'm scared to use money because I'm like I don't want to. I know they rebalanced the money thing, but I was like I don't want to like buy too much. Like, part of me really wants to know what any of this is. Like a cherry pie, mint pie, grape pie, peach pie in a bag? Gross. You think I can like jack here? There used to be stuff I could jack here. No, I don't know. Can I run? I can run.
Uranium mine collapse that occurred just outside Novosibirsk in southern Siberia.
Yay! Cards! Distract. See, a lot of people had a problem with this ad. I'm just gonna say that I don't have a problem with it. Do what you like. Like, everything in this world, like, let's just... This is a commentary that they had, but like everything... This isn't a good depiction of it, but like they have ads that are just super over-sexualized, and like it's equal representation, and I don't have a problem with it. As a trans woman, I don't have a problem with the chromanticore ads.
A hefty price, yes, but can you...
Good evening, Night City.
I don't know if that's just...
Bug?
Forgot earlier. A runner I know has something you could probably use. Zip in your deets.
Like, I don't have a problem with the chromanticore ads. Everything else is sexualized in some way. Or at least a lot of the other ads are sexualized in some way. And so, like... Can I go out? Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Trans girls are hot. Just deal with it. That's a burrito. It's a burrito. Okay, I'm just gonna stop that. Wait. Okay.
Paid to get it fixed the last two. Gotta be some kind of scam.
Okay.
Gonna have a word with this super. Oh yeah.
This is cool. Doop. Distracting. Cool. Ooh. Oh, you're just something I can shoot. Ebola machine. Another Manticore machine. What was that? hoping for more, but you know, anything crafting material wise, I'm happy to rip apart, see how it makes it tick. Ooh, no items. Okay. Do we have any other clothing items that we picked up? Do we have any shoes? No. No. That still. One scab jacket. Yeah. Nah, I'm a fan of this. I don't know, it's just something about this. I own something like this, just not like this. Can I lock the door? Whoa. Board. This is my home. Oh, $0. I left stuff. Old camo straps. Boots. Hats I'm gonna immediately destroy. Definitely not gonna keep that. Second conflict. Camo, cotton sleeve. Wait, hold up. Can I mix the cotton sleeve? That's beautiful. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna get rid of these. Oh my god, that is just perfect. That is... Love it. Baseball cap? Nah. Oh, what is happening? It's taking control of my mouse? What's going on? Okay. That was a bit weird. Sorry, please confirm. Get what at my place? Could do. I'm not a heels type though. Like, there's a difference between heels and boots, and these ride the line, but I am absolutely a flat boots type or a sneakers type. I don't. Ooh, character upgrades. Well, now we need to spend things, and that's a hard thing to do. What am I gonna do more of? What have I done more of? I've breached things. I'm absolutely gonna breach things. Hi, I'm gonna just do this. Because I think everything else we're kind of fine with. Like, I don't need to boost anything. Backpack. Oh, okay, I need to go through one of those. That's cool. Grenades. Wait, is this junk? This is just junk. Can I just... Oh, I can. Confirm. Yeah. Handcuffs. Would like to keep a pair, but let's not. All items. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. That's very military. Let's not. And I mean, that's very... Yeah, no, I prefer this. I found this shirt and I'm gonna stick with it. And like the undershirt can change. Oh, wait, I just leveled something up, but I didn't like level up. I'm gonna get these two on the same level. It's kind of with me. Check my weapon stash. First of all. Oh. Vodka and real water. Well, I mean, at least you're hydrating. Cute. Okay. Yeah, so bad. They do. The ball caps and caps look so bad. But I'm more surprised that we have a burrito machine in our home. Wait, I can change my appearance? Before we could just look at ourselves. Like we're amazing. Those eyes, they get me. Change appearance? Body scars. Okay. Hairstyle, we're never changing. Hair color, no, we're purple. Eye color. Oh. Oh. This is beautiful. I want to rotate. Oh, pressing the wrong button. There we go. The eyes, they get me. At a distance, they get me every time. I'm looking at them and I'm like, what is going on? And they're just, it is hard to look at. It is so hard to look at. But we're keeping them because it's perfect. It's perfect. No, we're perfect. Yeah, I want to continue. I don't care. I'm not making changes. We're already perfect. We're gonna stop looking. I can view my emails from my mirror? What is this horrible future? Oh, sweet. Weird water effects. Okay. What? Oh, no, I thought it was like I could pick. Oh, yeah, see, I can pick up something. That's cool. I'm just gonna leave a lot of this here. I don't know why. I'm just choosing to. Next. Use. Messages. Spam. 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 Wait, stash. I can go to stash. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And my vehicles. Okay. See, that's the one thing I never used in the previous one, was I like... never did things. Sneakers and gold pants. Oh, I'm just gonna leave a lot of this in here. I'm taking that out so I can destroy that. And all of those look great, but I am loving the current look, so I'm gonna keep that. Awesome. Go to bed. This is 9 o'clock. I should probably do that myself. Fuck it. That yawn almost got me. Well, I know smart mirrors are a thing now, but it's a horrible future. Like, who wants to, go to their mirror and, like, look at their emails in the morning? Like, let me just avoid the mirror entirely. I don't want to need to have to look at my face. Thank you very much. I don't want to see me. I don't want to see my emails and me.
Depends who you ask.
Whoa, V? You get your beauty sleep?
Wow, what time is it?
No matter. Time you got up.
I think I might have caught something when I jacked into that Corpo's biome line.
God. I hate
a
light.
neurovirus or... Need to see Vic. Let him tell me what's got my head reeling and my stomach churning.
Okay, let me take you. I brought you a ride. Yeah, throw on some threads, meet me downstairs.
Excuse me. Don't ever take off the jacket. Take off the underlayer, not the outer. It's not how we do things. Like, I'd love to just wear some of these. You know? I don't even get those. I get, like, other weird stuff. Okay. Bit of a weird glitch there. Let me close my door.
Hey V, Regina Jones here. If you're looking for work in Watson, give me a call.
How did you find me? How'd you even know my name?
I know where to gather my intel. Could even call me a collector. Later, V.
Neat. Just walk through me? That's fine. Okay, wait. I know I'm supposed to go that way, but like, what if I didn't? This is the essence of exploration. Go a different way. Ooh.
Why?
Exit! Hear me?
Nice. How do I put you away? You okay now? I don't care. You suck. Floaty, nothing new. Oh, this is new. Nice shitty gun. Thank you. Alright, have fun with the rest of your life. I just absolutely killed someone for the sake of killing someone. I mean, not entirely. He did hit her and deserve it. Probably should have gone with like a lead pipe or something, but you know, whatevs. Ah, did my hair stop touching my face? Get close. Oh. That, that explains things. Get close. And then it just murdered you. Ooh, someone did not like you.
Open up!
We got a call! We're here to help!
We know you're in there!
Ooh, what's this? Oxy booster.
For your own safety, do not disturb or obstruct.
What if we went upstairs? See, this is like the what if questions of my life. What if? Okay, being lame, fine. See, it pays to be dumb and go places you're not supposed to. Sometimes you get health.
Make sure your implant always.
I had half of a thought to just jump off the edge. What if we went lower? What if that's something? That's not. Okay. Fine. Either way. Is it weird that I'd like want to try the vending machine food just to see how it tastes?
Got another dry, sun-filled week.
Like, am I alone in that I would like absolutely buy a burrito just to see how bad it is? Or like the chromantic. Actually, I mean, like, there's reasons for why I just choose the chromanticore. And those are purely trans reasons, because supposedly chromanticore is supposed to mess with your hormones. And I'd totes be down for that.
Sign up for our platinum plan.
Wait, did I go down? I was supposed to go up? I'm an idiot. How was I on the right level?
For your own safety, do not
But
disturb or obstruct NCPD officers.
this is dangerously stupid. You are dangerously stupid. Put this back. Stop leaning over the edge. God, you guys are just creepy.
Piece of shit. Come on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
I was not scanning for areas.
14 a day? Man, that's different.
You know what the worst thing is about this place? The crowds? Yeah, all right. No fucking smell.
I used to be able to get a cool pair of sunglasses around here. That's all I remember. Sunglasses.
Nope. Who's playing?
What do you mean?
Hey, yo, V. How about a round or two? What do you say? How you like my new punching bag? Just gave me a next-gen ass whooping, he did. Be curious to see how he handles the likes of V. So how about it?
How's it going? Fight's about to start. Not gonna watch? Take notes?
Malone versus Hernandez? Nah. Our chrome friend here don't watch TV. Don't talk neither. Only way he communicates is with them fists.
Saw that coming.
No, can't just leave it like that.
Where'd you get him, Fred?
Shit. he wasn't
Off
in
the
uniform.
street. Saw him looking up at me with these big, sad eyes. So I took the poor pup in. Fed him, clothed him. Nah, for real. He's a military bot. Got a sweet deal. And a chum of mine tossed in a few upgrades. Now, here we are.
Yeah,
Let's
sure,
do this.
Why not?
Light on your feet. Keep that head moving.
I mean, you're outside the ring. This is kind of hard.
All right. What weapon?
You got one hell of a punch there, champ. Ever thought of monetizing it? I can arrange a fight or two. What do you say?
You go in the ring yourself?
Not anymore. Skull's taking too much of a beating. Reflexes ain't what they used to be.
There's ways of fixing that. Karen's cop should do the trick.
Rather dish out my eddies for something else. It's time I started taking it easy.
You mentioned something about fighting?
I've seen you landing blows in the ring. You've got sharp instinct, good edge. you can go far. Especially if you get chipped. These fights, let's just say they aren't legal. But very lucrative.
I literally
Lucrative for
blew
who? You or me?
Both of us. I get a small percentage of the total winnings, you know, as your agent. You get the rest.
Jesus. Guys, no. No. Don't do that to robots.
Sounds fair.
It's like I said. Good instinct. Fights happen in different parts of the city. You choose where you want to go, put down your eddies, and start swinging. You win, you take home the pot. Manage to drop every last one of them, you get a chance to fight in the grand finale.
Absolutely.
That all clear?
No, can't just
Crystal.
Good.
Shit,
Oh, except you
wasn't
won't be
uniform.
setting foot outside of Watson. Not yet. You can start in Kabuki. I believe in you, V. Time to show this city what you're made of.
By punching people in the face. Got it. Like, how is it supposed to be like... Oh. Oh, wow.
At all
Anyways.
foods, nature comes first. From the very first stages of
Pete, your sweet little 45's waiting for its mommy. Hers after every shot.
I have a 45?
Let's have a look.
Is this mine? Whoop. Don't have enough money. That's the good part. So I didn't want to buy that. Shotgun, I'm assuming. Alright. It's Lexington. I was hoping for tech weapons, but okay. Fine. Be that way. It's a knife. I'm actually gonna use food. Okay, wait, does this even tell me what it attaches to? It just says scope. Oh, 1 second. Bop, 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 bop. I got messaged in something. Someone is talking to me. Who is talking to me? Wait. How? Someone messaged me and it's not showing up. Oh, geez, now I see where it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, don't fist android girls. Don't do any of that with robots, okay? It's moving parts. It's not for fleshy bits. It's not how any of that's supposed to be.
Thanks a lot.
I received an iconic item. I don't. Is it immediately equipped? It's not. Here's the thing. Like, that is a cool looking gun, don't get me wrong. But it's just more power weaponry. Like, I want tech. I want tech. I'm just gonna go to crafting. Or no inventory. I'm gonna go to the pistols. And I'm gonna delete this one. I ain't gonna touch the, like, I can disassemble that. That's stupid. I should not be able to disassemble that. That's wrong. I can upgrade it at a higher level. The whole point is being able to make a gun. Melee weapons. Oh, wait, hold on. This is crap. Inventory. What if we were to go melee? Get rid of that one. What if we were to just take a look at clothing. Yeah, we're fine. We're good. Do I even need grenades? Probably not. Wait, can I even craft healing items? I can craft healing items. Can we do 5? We're just gonna confirm 5. Okay. So we just need 5. And I don't know. I don't know what my ammo's at. Can I get an ammo count? Right there, 276. Okay, well, crafting. Ammunition. Crafty. Let's do like 5. Awesome. See? So now we got like 396, which I'm like less worried about using all my pistol ammo for. Hi, we opened things. This is what? How did we get more stuff? It's still not the tech weaponry I wanted. Ooh, but it shows us what it looks like. Oh. See, that's nice. I like this. This is smart. See, I'm gonna make this. And now there's more stuff. I can beat people in the head with shock stuff. This is what I want. I wanted like a crowbar, but you know, I'll take this. And then what are you? You're power, but you're a cool looking power weapon. You're not this, which is weird. You're like boomy power weapon. Is that there? That's a shotgun. That's def something heavy powered. I'm gonna make this. And that's about it for the time being. One point spent, that's awesome. But for crafting, oh my geez. Reduce crafting cost. That's amazing. That's a perk point. All this is so cool. Awesome. We could even do True Craftsman. That'd be great. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, I like this. This is a much more intuitive way of describing your features. I don't know what this is, but it looks cool. Going for a baton. That's just funny to me. Should not have done that. Wanted this. There we go. No.
Academy Award for Literature
Meet
has
with
announced
Jackie.
its latest recipient, Virginia Grantchester, citing her most recent book, In the Shade of an Apple Tree, as a...
Hello, it's time for your local news. The Aratama Matsuri Festival is nearly upon us. To mark the event, the streets of Night City will come alive with multi-story dashi floats. The festival program will also The festival is the Arasaka Corporation. And, in an exciting development, even Hanako Arasaka has announced her participation in the Dashi Parade. From all of us at WNS News, we wish you a safe...
That's cool. This is cool. That's mine. Just love how you can just take things. Like, hey, nice ashtray. What is this? What even is this?
Oh, I read it. Except there's no mention of me telling you to delta the fuck out of there. Yeah, no biggie. Not like that's my first Psycho was
Stuff to take back here. Also, this has changed. There are more people here.
Just watch them get
Pay me to help fight crime. Local gigs available. Okay. World just opened up. Holy jeez.
Woman of the hour. Jeez, it took you long enough. Worked up an appetite just waiting.
It was a while.
Sit down, let me finish this. Then we can drop in on Senor Vector.
Didn't figure you as the type for Asian. Would have thought you'd find it too exotic.
What do you mean? What's there not to like? Noodles? Check. Synth sirloin? Check. Get some more chile action up in here, and you're looking at Mama Wells' signature sopa de fideos.
Mentioned something about a surprise yesterday. Am I remembering right, or
I'm sorry,
just had a brain fart?
Probably both, because you usually forget shit.
Okay, that's a
But it
little
just
too
so
close to home there.
happens, I think I might have bagged us a
I don't
sweet-ass J.O.B.
forget stuff that often. I absolutely do.
I mean, maybe it's not as big as that, but just that it's fronted by a little-known someone named Dexter Deshawn. Only the top fixer in Night fucking City. Fat-ass black Jesus of the afterlife. 300 pounds of partly gold-plated coup.
Ooh, wait. Street Kid.
Thought Dex bounced out of the ring a few years ago. Messed with a nasty crew in Pacifica. Things got ugly.
Mm-hmm. Gang wars 2 years back. Somehow Dex got caught up in the craziness. There's a lot of bodies lying in the streets by the time the shooting stopped. Yeah, Dex got lucky, though. Managed to slip under the radar till tempers cooled. Took a while, but he's made one hell of a comeback.
You know, you tell me that...
Guy's up to his elbows in blood.
And I get a little worried.
Do you want to shake his hand? Work with him.
It's the biz, V. Everyone's got blood on their hands. You deal with it. You move on.
I mean, to be fair, I did just blow like 13 people's heads straight off. Second question.
How did you manage to pull this? Trade in your spleen or something? As far as I know, we're not the type to get fingered by Dex.
You, me? Oh, but T-Bug, she's the one that hooked us up. Got us talking. Knew it was a done deal the moment he laid eyes on me. 'Cause come on, ain't nobody who can resist this. Am I right?
Sure, Jay. Whatever you say.
I mean, that would have been a funny conversation to have two Dexter Deshawn's, like, talking to each other. Beautiful.
So what's the gig? We meant to come out in one piece?
Well, our savior wants to tell you everything himself. Face to face.
It may
No
be
pressure,
9 o'clock
but
for me, but that's only 7 for you.
right on you now, chica.
Go get noodles.
Why do I gotta go? You and T-Bug draw straws without me?
T-Bug and Dex go way back, and my face is yesterday's news. Oh, Dex says he needs to check you. Talk to you. Look, V, it's his job, his rules. I can't blame him for taking a personal approach. And it ain't as bad as you think, okay? Trust me.
Guess I got no choice then.
Dex is a real deal when it comes to fixers. Don't get me wrong. Don't got nothing against the Padre or Wakako, but Dex is in a league of his own. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me started on fixers. They catch a client, find the cheapest gonk to do the job, then drop their corpse at a landfill.
Shit. Hit the nail on the head, V. Gracias a Dios. Estoy lleno. Brought your wheels. Gave them to my guy yesterday to smooth over the dents after our dust-up with the scabs.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Thanks, Jack. Much appreciated.
I've got a neurovirus going on right now, and you're gonna go and give me access to driving my own
work
vehicle.
Miguel did. Rides like it looks. Factory new.
You're
We'll
gonna
see about
make
that.
me drive.
Are we rolling or what?
Let's feel this factory
You
new ride.
green-eyed idiot. Oh my god. I don't know if I should trust you. You're giving a sick person. Hi.
First
You're,
stop. Ripper Duck. Anchica. Easy on the gas, eh? I just ate.
There is only one speed this car goes, and it is full throttle.
I was supposed to stop by Vic's anyhow. I got a date. Me and Miss D.
You don't say.
Is there a way to switch
Really
switch
gets
camera?
me, you know.
Okay, this is gonna be a lot easier. Hi, you're dumb. Oh, driving is
Yeah,
changed.
this is it. Come on, V. Find me one fixed on dust in your circuits. We'll hash out what Dex has cooked up for us.
All I know is I can take this person's booze, and I'm going to.
Not only.
Well, that's interesting. It changed the front.
Oh, yeah?
Neat. You're going in here. I'm going to.
Hey, V.
Ooh.
Dr. Vector will see you now.
I'll sit tight over here. Me and Misty got a little catching up to do.
You look pleased.
Because I am. Always. Makes for easier then. But we got a new job lined up. From a big hitter at the afterlife.
Oh, is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof.
And I'll prevent him from dying. I'll try to. Don't count on it. I'm notoriously bad. Okay. It's 9:41. It's been a bit. Whoa, geez. Yeah, mouse and keyboard driving is only full throttle. There's no the only forward adjustable forward throttle I've ever played in a game is Elite, and that's because like you have to press W or S to increase or decrease the throttle, which is fine. I still have key buttons set for like immediate full throttle, but yeah, I was about to say that. Like in any other driving game, it's just all you get is to try and go a speed limit. At that point, you just speed.
Vicky, spry as ever, you old ripper. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, V. Oh, wow. What do I owe the pleasure today?
Last gig, had to jack into a client's neuro socket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
Experiencing migraines, nausea, hypersensitivity to bright lights?
Whole kit and caboodle.
All right, kid. We'll sort you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
Met a new fixer. Gave me a job. Name's Dexter Deshawn.
Known quantity from the afterlife.
Yeah, his
No
name's
denying
Victor
you're
Vector.
moving up.
But something you're not telling me, Vic?
Keep your guard up, that's all. I've heard some things about Dex. He's not as chill as he makes himself out to be.
I was gonna skip past this, but you know what? We're gonna
Need some new kit.
We're gonna
but
do this bit.
tools, not toys,
I
Vic.
want you all to meet
Time I
Victor.
bumped up my
Victor's
sights
Victor's
and got a
amazing.
grip.
Really? Now? Finally?
Like
Vic,
90%
shit's
of this
getting
game I don't
real.
remember, but Victor
Got a
is.
job from Dex Deshawn, hitting the major leagues. Need tech that can perform.
The Dexter Deshawn? Well, that is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
Yeah, but don't have the money.
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the eddies later, with interest. You know I will.
Last time. You hear? Chair, please. Sit down and relax. Kuroshi Optics. Best I've got, and should be about right under the circumstances. Now jack in.
Kuroshi, whoa! Vic, nothing tops that on the market.
Sounds like it could come in handy then.
Gave you my word I'd pay you back, but this might be too rich for my blood.
We'll work something out. Right now, I'm just out to make sure you get back in one piece. Eddie's in hand. You peruse and choose while I scan. And see what's going on inside.
Body, give you superhuman-like abilities. Although, still an invasive and sometimes dangerous medical procedure. Only specialists known as river dogs are trusted to install cyber safely. Ah, okay, awesome. I mean, like, even today, I would still consider it. Yeah, replace my eyes. Let's do this. Installed or sold. Awesome. Hands. With power weapons. Okay. It's really pushing the power weapons here, huh? Alright. What else we got? Can't afford either of these, but one gives me more RAM, provided I'm intelligent enough. And the other one gives me better recovery, provided I'm intelligent enough. Circulatory system. Okay, that's hacking stuff. If only I had enough money. Cape. Need 10 technical ability. Gives me 3% health back. Okay. Nervous system. Community shock. Subthermal armor. That's kind of cool. Operating system. Okay. That's expensive. That's also expensive. We'll come back and take a look at those later. 20%. That's kind of cool. Already did the hands. Arms. Oh. Need street cred. I can have blades in my arms. Or I can have reinforced fists to punch people's faces in. That's probably going to be our fun one. So it's a garrote wire I can whip at people. Cool. Oh. Well, everyone likes a wrist-mounted rocket launcher. That's kind of cool. Legs. Look, I know the whole thing is just like, hey, allows you to like jump and stuff like that. But just like fortifying my ankles alone, I would love for my ankles not to click. Fortified ankles sounds like just like useful.
Mark 1, like I said. Decent enough scanner. displays data on your cornea. Cherry on the top's a built-in external lens disruptor. In layman's terms, any surveillance cam will capture your face as a blur. And just remember, your body will still show up as crystal clear.
Okay. So they can't face ID me.
This should do the
Yeah, like
trick.
Boba Fett.
Talks to Kuroshi Tech, too.
I'm ready.
Or Sabine with
Carve
the whole
away.
light whip thing.
Excellent. Let's do this. Lay that major league arm of yours right here.
I
So,
want to ask questions.
What's new in the life of Victor Vector?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, not much. And that's fine with me. I used to live in a world where all that mattered was who's who, what's what, and how's why.
And what happened?
One day, I just dropped it and never looked back. I'll never be a legend in this town, but been sleeping nights ever since. Just like that. Thanks. Now, a bit of anesthetic and I can start cutting. Feel anything?
Same as always. Don't feel a thing. You ask me that every time, you know. Not as if things are gonna be any different today.
Sure thing, kid. I mean, not like there's any risk of a stroke or paralysis, but what do I know? I'm just a doctor. That's what I thought. Lights out for a minute, all right? Okay, let's test this. See the magic in action. Linking you in. You might feel a little discomfort at first. Blurred vision, low contrast, glitches.
I'm sorry, I just can't kind of take, like, I know the whole thing's you're supposed to be, like, upgrading yourself to, like, some
Well, how's it look? Feel all right to you?
awesome level.
Oh, this is fantastic, Vic.
Oh, beautiful.
So you're supposed to be, like, upgrading yourself to, like, this next level, like, a mercenary, but, like, I catch the look of, like, the plaid overshirt. And I'm sorry, it's just, it's, I love it. Well, I mean, let's put it this way. They've come to the point where, like, there's a document in World I remember reading somewhere in this that talks about, like, the fact that they've basically done away with infection. And so there's no real, like, worry or need for sanitization because infection just doesn't matter anymore.
Time for the scanner.
Scanning. You're clear.
It might take you a few seconds to adjust, but first time's rarely the charm, with anything, really. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions. I also injected an NCPD file search. Run into any ne'er-do-wells? You know exactly what they ne'er did well.
All I wanted, dead or alive.
It ought to work like a charm. Now draw your weapon. You should see your ammo count in a brand new sight.
How about the neurovirus from the last job? Can you check it?
Done and gone while we were putting in your implant. And a full sweep on your soft and circuits. Zap the critter. You're certified bug-free.
Shit, Victor, not bad. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2 whiffs now, and another 2 in an hour.
What am I looking at?
A mild stim. Should boost neurotransmission in the short term and muffle some of the side effects while the implant takes.
the best, Vic. I owe you.
Go on, kid. Show them what you're made of.
I just love that little, like,
and once you hit the
floor
big
scoop.
leagues,
It's cute.
don't forget where you came from.
All right. I'm gonna end this here, confusingly on a stairwell, because I can. Save the game. Because I'm gonna have no idea next week when we start this up what that actually means. But I'm gonna go and follow suit with what David's doing. I'm gonna go and head to bed. But it was nice for all of you to come and drop by, and I'm glad you all seem to have a little bit of fun in the chat. That said, give me 1 second here, because I can do things. Hi, full face again. Hello. I'm glad you all decided to come watch. Glad you all stuck around past the chatting portion. It's, I don't know. It's like every day this world seems to get a little bit crazier, but I'm glad we can have a small place to just kind of be ourselves. And as always, you know, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. And yes, memes do bring people together. And